Beginning to record right now. We're gonna record this thing. All right. Welcome to Twin Sister. What? What?
Keep it going.
Oh,
Keep
new
it
choice.
going.
Welcome to Twin Sister.
Nope.
Okay, new choice. Welcome to Twin Sister.
Yeah, that's great. We just need more cowbell.
Nice. Good reference. Ha ha ha. This is a podcast about four very different women who just happen to be sisters. We're on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and Spotify. But if you're listening to us, you already know at least one of those. And our title is Twin Sister, Twin Sister. We want to say that as many times as we can in one sentence. And you can tweet us your questions at Twin Sister Pod with the hashtags TSTS and Twin Sister, or email us at twinsister@gmail.com, the full deal. A lot of you have done that. It makes my heart and soul very happy. Leave a review if you can on Apple Podcasts. That is our favored comment/review place, and it's the only one we check. So if you've left a comment anywhere else, we really appreciate it, but we'll never know. Let's say our names. I'm Amy. I'm a writer, actor, host, gamer, internet baby in LA.
Ooh. I'm Amanda. I am a office manager, cross stitcher, dancer, runner, weightlifter lady.
Ooh.
Oh, we got some hyphenates up in here. Okay.
I'm Jenny. I'm an engineer / boy mom / worker outer / reader / personal finance aficionado.
Ayo.
Hello, Angela. Get on the hyphenate train.
I am Angela. I am a international human rights lawyer / master's graduate candidate / YouTuber / sometimes I run at the gymmer. What?
Volleyball player. Okay.
Okay.
Volleyball player. Okay. Oh, and this whole episode today is inspired by. I'll let Jenny take it from here. Her and our in real life friend from high school, who is an avid fan and listener of the show, which feels so lovely and nice. And we just received our first email from her recently, so we've got to honor it, y'all. We got to honor that email.
Yay, Justine.
That's right. She says, after watching, here's 2 comments. 1, it's nice / satisfying to have solved the mystery of why Amanda is sometimes more quiet compared to the others. No mic.
Why? Oh, no mic. Oh.
That's also just my natural personality.
I was going to say, not
through.
because she was trampled in her childhood by the 3 of us.
2, the introduction bit at the beginning is quite helpful to me. Well, it is most helpful when y'all say more than 2 words each. I'm name. And also don't talk over each other. But telling your voices apart isn't an issue with the video since I can see who's talking. Since I'm writing in, I decided to go ahead and paste a few questions I thought might make interesting conversations for the podcast, and maybe y'all can answer in the next episode, or several, since it takes a good bit of time for 4 people to answer and explain and respond to each other.
I feel seen.
She wrote a lot of them, but we are going to tackle the first 2 today. So the first question is, what are you kind of obsessed with these days? And the second is, what was the last show you binge watched? Now, those 2 questions could be 2 separate questions, or in my case, they could be the same thing.
So here's what I love about the first question. What are you obsessed with these days? One of the podcasts I listen to is Script Notes, and it's just 2 writers in the industry, very deep in the industry, writing anything from plays, musicals, movies, and television. And then at the very end, they have this thing called One Cool Thing that they just shout out anything from an app on your phone to a game that they played to a quote that they heard to a person that they've just kind of dived into. What? Anything like that. But yeah, it reminds me of that, and it's kind of a good look into. It's good to like recommend things where you're like, if you like this, maybe you can check out this. It's also a good window into all the different stuff that that we're kind of into these days, and what we're discovering on the internet or elsewhere.
I think Amy is saying that she likes Justine's suggestion of topics.
Is somebody
Well done,
going to
Justine.
answer the
So
questions?
now we're going to go ahead and answer them.
Great.
Well, Jenny seems to have written something, unless someone else wrote the musical Waitress.
Fine.
Oh.
Yeah, I am obsessed with the musical Waitress, and more so for whatever reason, I'm obsessed with the London cast of the musical Waitress, almost all of whom I am following on Instagram.
Is that why you're following Catherine McPhee?
I think the London cast of the musical derives from the fact that I am following Catherine McPhee.
Oh, I see. And her little dog or something you were complaining about?
I don't. Was I complaining about her dog?
Yeah.
Who's Catherine McPhee?
She was in Smash, and then she was in that television show that I forget what it was called. Scorpion, is that a thing? I don't remember.
She was in American Idol. That's how she got.
Yeah, she started on American Idol, and then she was in The House Bunny as a movie, and now she's engaged to David Foster.
I actually really like that movie.
Yeah.
What movie?
House Bunny.
Oh, okay.
With
It's
Anna
cute.
Faris, is that her name?
Yes.
Nice. I never saw it. I guess what I'm obsessed with on Instagram, if we're doing
I
that.
wasn't finished. So I am obsessed with the musical Waitress. It is written and whatever. The music is by Sarah Bareilles, and
Is it?
She my girl. She my girl.
she's everyone's girl. And
I know.
I will say, so that was the musical that my friend Amanda and I drove up to Oklahoma City to see, because it was in Houston while I was in Oklahoma City, and then it freaking was in Oklahoma City by the time it was in Houston. So we drove up there to see it because I really wanted to see it. But then after having seen it, I was like, oh my gosh, one, everyone is cheating on everyone else. That's kind of what the show is about. And two, there's a whole like song and scene and character line and story about how this girl goes on one date with this guy, and he like becomes very aggressively stalkerish, and she's like, no, go away. And then he wears her down, and eventually they get married. I'm like, what is this? Like, how are we condoning cheating and also the stalkerish type of behavior?
Jenny, did you not see the movie? Did you not know what it was going to be?
So then I was like, well, I did see the movie, and I remembered it being quite a good movie. So then I went ahead and I ended up Redboxing it or whatever to watch the actual movie after having seen the musical, because I really like the songs in the musical, because hello, Sarah B. But so I went ahead and watched the movie again, and I was like, anyway, it's very, very almost exactly the same as the musical. And I was like, okay, all right, I guess that is just the story. Yeah.
I will say that the Waitress is one of only 2 musicals I've waited outside in line all day to see. And
Did you see the original cast?
No, I saw it with Sarah Bareilles.
Oh, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
She's actually positive. She's such a positive influence.
She's such a cool individual, and Maxie actually has a crush on her. That's like his celebrity crush. And so we were there, we waited for like 6 hours all day, and she was just outside, just like hanging out, saying hi to people, and it was cool.
Awesome.
What was the other one that you waited
the other one was the Book of Mormon.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
They didn't have rush tickets, so got to do it.
Yeah, I can't stop with this musical. I follow the musical, the Waitress musical London. And
we know
all of the cast members.
I thought there was new information there.
No, but it was really funny because when Jenny was here in PA, she said, I follow Catherine McPhee, and I really think we could be friends, except she's so obsessed with her dog.
I don't remember saying.
And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, yeah, she has this little dog, and she like takes pictures with him all the time, so I don't think we could make it work.
Sometimes that's how I verify if it's the celebrity I think it is. I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks like Margot Robbie, but it also could just be like a small blonde woman. And then I'll Google and be like, Margot Robbie's dog, and it's like, oh, it's the same dog that woman has too. That's Margot Robbie.
It's really fun.
So celebrities, look out! I be stalking you.
in a very investigative way.
Yes.
Google, yes, very investigative.
Yeah, okay, go check out the musical
I don't know.
Waitress. Go listen to the soundtrack. Can't recommend it more. It's great.
I actually, when you I don't suck on the mate. What is it called? Drink your mate. What is it? I don't know. What do you do to it?
Yeah, it's a tea. You just drink it.
You drink it. Well, you're like anyway. But when you do that, it looks also like you're sucking on an enormous pipe. It's very funny in the screen. It looks like you're Sherlock Holmes, like solving a crime.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
It does look like that, yeah. I'm obsessed with on Instagram. Everyone, if you are not following this account, you are doing a disservice.
Ready.
It's called We Rate Dogs.
Oh my
God. Every day, the guy's name is Matt, and he got super viral and famous a while ago, but every day he uploads a picture of the dog and has some like just adorable commentary of the dog, and then he rates the dog, and they're always 11 to 14 out of 10. They're always like just like the dog gets out of control ratings. And it's just so adorable and cute, and like I can't recommend it enough. It just makes my heart so happy. And then he also has an account called Thoughts of Dog, and those are equally adorable. Like for instance, today every day it's a new one. So We Rate Dogs and Thoughts of Dog, and Thoughts of Dog. A lot of the times it's goob morning. It's as if the dog is talking like this, is how I read it. It says, goob morning. The human is working from home today, but I require attention. So I'm going to sit in their lap and randomly press buttons on their computer until they give up. Very cute.
That's the dog version of
cat
one.
In
Lol cats.
Lol cat. Yeah, like what's another one?
Oh, if you're looking for Instagrams to stalk, are you guys into Nathan W. Pyle's Strange Planet?
Oh, Amy, these are cute.
Yeah, like this one I love. Goob morning. I'm going to need a lot of attention today. I can just tell.
Oh
my God.
They all just need attention.
This one is
a dog.
This one, so this
is like a mom.
I mean, I know. Sorry, the one that's pinned is like on their Twitter, is so cute. It's just so sweet because these dogs, man, they just love you.
Anyone else have something?
Hold on. It says, oh shoot, they unpinned it. Damn it. Well, anyway, there's one that says, I've been thinking a lot about it, and I love you. It's so sweet. Okay.
You deserve dogs.
We do not. Yeah, what do we do to deserve dogs? It's that kind of vibe. So I've actually found a lot of good dog Instagrams from that, and now my Instagram is highly saturated with some friends and dogs.
Thinking of giving it another go with a dog?
Not until I have a boyfriend or a backyard. Not until I have a boyfriend or a backyard. Or
Fair.
Both. Ideally both. It's just so much work, and I'm never, the balance of home and everything, I'm just never there. So
yeah. Get it.
What are you obsessed with, Angela?
Well, it's funny because I wasn't gonna say anything about this because I wasn't actually following them. But since Amy brought up an Instagram post or an Instagram account, Strange Planet, which is this dude apparently Nathan W. Pyles, who does other oh gosh, what are they called? Where you draw animations, comic strips. He does other comic strips, but this one is aliens. They're alien. They're little cute aliens, and they speak about the human world as if, from a very objective standpoint. So one really cute one that I like is it's two aliens come to the door at the home of another two aliens, and they're like, "Wow, you have a beautiful home," and the aliens say, "Thank you. We have possessions, but we have hidden them." It's so cute. Anyway, it's stuff like that. And then
like behind, like in closets and stuff.
Yeah, like we like tidied up. We like put stuff away.
Oh.
We have a lot of possessions, but we have hidden them. Thank you. And then one's like, "Oh, you look so good." And he's like, "Oh, thank you. I have a lot of star damage. Oh, I crave star damage." He's tan.
It's anyway, just fun wordplay stuff.
Yeah. So it's cool. Anyway, that wasn't gonna be my one though. The thing I'm
Yeah, of
obsessed
course,
with.
because why would you only choose one when the world's your fucking oyster?
Yeah, everyone else only gets to pick one, but not Angela.
So
Angela gets to pick two.
I'm not gonna go on and on for 5 minutes about one musical. I'm just going to name drop that one Instagram account, and then I'm going to also say that I'm obsessed with Liza Koshy on YouTube, which I am way late to that party. She was like a huge star on Vine, and then she's been on YouTube for like at least 3 years. But I think her energy is amazing, and I think she's hilarious. I think she's beautiful. She makes like comedic videos, like really short comedic videos on YouTube.
Like Vines?
I've never heard of her either.
Really?
And
She's super big. She has like 17 million, I think, subscribers. Koshy, Liza Koshy, check her out. She's actually from Houston. Holla. Yeah, so she's a hometown girl. She's really cool. And then I guess are we also doing the thing you binged, or are we waiting on that one?
we haven't really done that.
Okay,
But
then I'll just...
but on the theme of internet stuff, if you're not following at Perfect Cosima, do that. Perfect Cosima. Yeah, they made a bunch of GIFs of us from our last YouTube video. That was so cool.
Famous.
I think she just is on Twitter.
Oh, it's Twitter.
Yeah, that's her handle on Twitter.
Okay.
Amanda, what are you obsessed with?
I don't really think I am.
Yeah, I don't think you are either, but if you had to take a shot.
I would guess you're not an obsessive personality.
I mean, I've got
what are you slightly interested in?
Wait a minute. That's not true. What you have sent posts, Instagram posts from literally only one account.
It's okay. No, it's not one account. It's one. I follow a hashtag Black Labs.
Yeah, obsessed.
I wouldn't call it obsessed though. I look at them and some of them are cute, and then I send them along because they're cute.
Also, I think Amanda's Bitmoji game is on point.
Amanda, yeah, you have a very strong.
I do like Bitmoji. It's really fun. I feel like I've updated my girl pretty well to where she looks kind of a lot like me.
I have a friend who made their Bitmoji chunky, like fatter than they actually are, and it's actually it's weird to look at because I'm like, you're not like, that's not how I see you, but your Bitmoji is like doing this it's very funny. It's hilarious.
Great.
People are funny.
No. It's just that it's not representative of him. It's like a chunkier version of him. Yeah.
It doesn't coincide. I get it.
Maybe he feels larger than he is. Who knows? I've never confronted him on it. I just find it every time
is this
it's
a cry
just
for help?
jarring. It's just jarring.
Is this a cry for help?
Yeah, body dysmorphia a little.
What could I be obsessed with? I guess Cooking Dash and
I'll do another one.
Oh, will you, Angela? I bet you will.
Yeah, no. The new movie of Tolkien is coming out.
Yes. It's called Tolkien.
Oh.
And
Mom got mad at me. She was like, Amy, why didn't you tell me that a movie about Tolkien was coming out? And I was like, Mom, I am in I don't know what you're talking like. How do I tell you that movies are coming out? I just assume
movies
that
are coming out all the time.
Movies are coming out all the time, and I'm known for liking everything, so you guys wouldn't take my advice for anything. But am I supposed to just be like? Here's my advice: is like that movie was great. Every day I would be like, Mom, go check Variety. Okay. Mom, go check Hollywood Reporter.
Is she a big Tolkien fan? But she's just been understated because you guys are so
she's a big. I think she's a big book fan. History book. Yeah, she likes books.
He has an interesting story, and it's closely tied to American history. So European history. So
we Americans wish we were good enough to deserve Tolkien.
Right. But that kind of
sparks... just assume he's ours, right?
We have Mark Twain.
Oh, you're right. He was pretty cool. But
wasn't he problematic? Wasn't there something about him that was problematic?
I mean, he used the N-word a lot in his writing, which
I think that was about
history hasn't looked fondly upon. But I think other than that, he was okay.
But it kind of brought back my ever-present, sometimes smoldering, sometimes flaming obsession with all thing Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, you are obsessed with that.
Would you say that you are smoldering right now, or
Yeah.
is it going into an all-out?
No, it's smoldering right now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like smoke.
I remember when we came home from school one time, Amanda, and Mom told us, "Hey, don't go. Amanda's in her room. Don't talk to her. Like, leave her alone for a little bit." And we're like, "What's going on?" And she's like, "She's crying and listening to music." And we're like, "Okay, what happened?" And she goes, "Well, she finished Return of the King again, and she needs she just is having a moment." And yeah, we had to leave you alone and like let you have all your feelings in private.
That is like a heart-wrenching every time, man. Oof. Every time.
Yeah. Angela, what is your third
obsession?
I was just going to say, do you guys know who Brene Brown is by any chance?
No.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
So, okay, so anyway, she just got a Netflix special. It's on
Yes.
Netflix. Go Brene
My
Brown.
friends are in it in the audience, like having the best reactions ever. They're like crying and being like,
That's
"Oh
amazing.
my God."
So
much.
she's from Houston too. She's a University of Houston professor. And the way I found out about her was she did a Facebook Live video after I think it was the rallies in West Virginia, the neo-Nazi rallies in West Virginia, where that one girl got run over by a car and purpose attacked. Anyway, and so she got on YouTube and did this great video about privilege and courage and accepting your story. And that's, anyway, I just knew that it was widely watched. I didn't know. And anyway, fast forward to opening up Netflix one day, she has a special, and apparently she has 5, New York best-selling books, and she's done like a ton of speeches. And I was just really proud. Like she's a Texas girl, and grew up, I think, in Austin, and she was telling the story about going to Lake Travis every summer. Anyway, it was just kind of a cool, like, shout out to Texas Pride women.
Yay, Texas.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
Well, now let's go back down the line and talk about TV shows. And it's not just TV shows that you necessarily are watching, even though, Angela, I'm sure you'll have opinions about that. But
what would my 80-year-old self want me to be watching?
Yeah. What was the last show you binge watched? You actually like sat down and I don't know how we're necessarily defining this, but I think if it's a show and it's about 10 episodes, I would say I definitely within a week, definitely a week or less that you were able to finish through it.
Okay, well, I will go first and say uncategorically, if that's how we're defining binge watching, none. I've never ever binge watched a show.
Oh my gosh.
Binge watched over the course
from start to finish a week, like absolutely not.
I do. I've done. Oh my gosh, I've done.
It's not your turn yet. I'm going to
redefine
but I'm telling
it. Oh, you can't, because when you hear what I've done, you will know what true binging is.
Well, no, that's there can be a scale, and the mom version of binge watching, because no matter how late you stay up, you still have to get up at 6 with the kids, is you will watch episodes back to back, at least 1, if not 2 a night, and just keep pressing next in the episodes. And even if you're tired, you will still maybe commit to that. And I will say that I am now in the throes of Game of Thrones, and the only other time that I have done anything remotely like this is when we watched Breaking Bad. And that one we did watch from start to finish, and we watched all of them, and it was
I have so many recommendations for y'all. Mainly HBO shows, The Sopranos and The Wire. You have to.
I've heard Sopranos.
Staple of American television.
This is like, I don't think this is sustainable.
Then why is it so exclusive? If it's a staple of American television.
I wait, obviously.
How is it exclusive?
We watched Breaking Bad 5 years after
it
was. We watched it. We waited until the entire season was done, or the entire season, episodes, everything was over. And we waited until like the amount of people that were recommending or were somewhat aggressively offended that we hadn't watched it reached kind of a peak. And then we watched that one. And similar with the Game of Thrones, like we just can't get away from it. Fine. But things like The Walking Dead, also very good, but I've heard mixed reviews. Not everyone loves it. I will wait until the entire thing is basically over and everyone.
Wait, what is the one that's questionable?
Walking Dead?
Oh, I only saw the first 2 seasons and I had to stop.
Jeez.
It's a little bit too. It's weird to say because I wouldn't say I'm that squeamish, but I'm definitely scared. And the imagery of the gore that they would do is it's
Talk
really
about
out of
gore.
control.
Game of Thrones has been giving me vivid and graphic nightmares.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I
believe that.
guess you're right. Yeah. I guess you're right.
I
Like,
believe that.
Amazing.
Bad.
Aren't the ways they die insanely awesome?
Huh?
What?
You guys are sick. The entire American
I
culture
have
is
to watch
sick for
at
liking
least
this
some
show.
of every episode like this. Okay, Robert, I get what they're going to be doing. Tell me when he's poured the gold over his head. Cool. Tell me when the baby's killed. Tell me when, that's happened. Is it over?
Spoiler alert.
Can't do it.
That was
Anyway.
Not worth it.
That was a cool way to die.
Anyway.
I hate that show.
Which one? Game of Thrones?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, Game of Thrones.
That's
Oh, that's
crazy,
it.
Amanda. That's
That one's
fantasy.
Send all of your hate mail to amandavorpahl@gmail.com.
Yeah, that's fantasy on crack right there.
Yeah,
No,
Mandy.
it's not.
How does it
It's
feel to be
not.
wrong?
That's the thing. It is not fantasy on crack. It is just an excuse for porn and gore on national TV on crack.
Anyway, Amanda, what is the show that you have binge
With
watched?
fantastical characters.
There is
Apparently, but the
one
books are even
fantastical
worse.
character, and apparently they don't even
Books.
show up until 2/3 through the damn thing, so I don't want to hear about it. What was the question?
Apparently, the books are
Wait,
even worse.
The books are great. Oh my gosh, y'all. Amanda,
No,
who is
in
this
terms of
fantastic?
apparently there's a lot of bestiality in the books. That
Bestiality? There's no bestiality.
I've heard differently.
Okay, well, let's move on to
Yeah.
somebody else's binge watching
I'm
craving.
trying to think.
Amanda, what have you binge watched?
The latest thing I've binge watched was a show on Netflix called Heartland. And I started it when I quit my lab job and I was kind of just doing nothing for I wasn't sad. I just didn't have anything going on for a month because I was about to go to LA, so I didn't start looking for a new job yet. So I just
When did you go to
watching
LA?
Last year for Harry Potter World.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. How did
Epic.
when did you go to LA?
I didn't tell Amy. Yeah.
Very memorable trip we had. And yeah, and it's silly. I don't know. It's good. It's about a girl who lives on a ranch and she plays with horses, and it's whatever.
So, you wouldn't say it's as good as A-Team, for example?
Freaking love A-Team, but
Oh my god!
So
I forgot
funny.
that was one of your all-time favorite
But
movies.
it's
I'm
good.
like, who likes A-Team?
I am never gonna forget that.
I love A-Team. But the thing is, the reason I would binge watch anything is because when I cross stitch, I like to hear TV shows while I'm cross stitching, and so I can sit for hours and cross stitch and watch TV. And so that's what I did with Heartland. And
Are you a podcaster? Do you listen to podcasts at all?
No.
Oh, I consume probably at least 10 hours of podcasts a week.
Yeah. And then the only other show I've done before that was Pretty Little Liars. I did the whole seasons of that.
I've heard that that's
man,
good.
If we're going
Would
back
you recommend it?
Yeah, I thought it was very good.
Okay.
I mean, it's like an ABC Family show, right? So it's not. I mean, it is what it is.
It's not super gory or has gratuitous sex in it. Not interested.
Now you're
but it's good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. So
that's cool. Cool.
All right, Amy, what have you binge watched?
Everything. I think my mode of existence is binging things. And that's just how I consume media. Some of it is for work where it's like you have a weekend, you got to get through this. Stranger Things is like that where you on Monday I'll have to comment on it or something like that. But for fun, recently the most recent thing I've binge watched is Bosch, and that season 5 of Bosch. Bosch, highly recommend.
You know what?
Is that the baking show?
So this is Jenny's version of binging.
Bosch, the baking show.
No,
I don't know what Bosch.
It's based on Michael Connelly's murder mysteries.
Yes,
Detective Harry Bosch.
Titus Welliver is Bosch, and it's kind of like a procedural that isn't a procedural. It's more of a character piece of this like hard-nosed, incredible detective with just
He's just a
so many.
badass.
He's a badass. He's a badass. He's a good guy. He always does what's right. It's so cool.
So Amy, I actually, because that was getting like whatever accolades, or I was hearing about it, I went ahead and read Michael Connelly's Harry Bosch #1 book.
That's
so
awesome.
I'm gonna
Michael
try to get through all the
Connelly.
other 27 books of Harry Bosch, and then
I didn't know that.
The reason I know that name, Angela, is because when I worked at the bookstore, because he's got those books that it has his name is always in raised letters, and it's Michael across the top and Connelly across the bottom, and they all look the same, or they're just like a different color or something, and his name is always right there.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So now I know who you're talking about.
I finished that 10 episode series in, drum roll please, 1
hour.
1 day.
10 episodes? You said it was 5 seasons.
Well, season 5 is what I watched most recently. It just came out. So yeah.
Do you like order in on those days?
I was gonna say,
like
snacks? What snacks
so
do you eat?
I call those days potato
What's the
days.
bathroom situation on days like that?
You wear an adult diaper?
Yeah, I'm a healthy lady, but it is. So my weekends come unexpectedly. It basically comes when a gig cancels, because I definitely work on weekends, and there's no like, I work at night and I work during the day. You shoot during the day, people write or get together, or you have screenings at night when you have to talk about something or have a junket the next day. So there's a lot of days are like, well, my day's filled, but I could work at night. Okay, great, do that. So like this week is one of those weeks where I'm working from like 10 to 10 every day. Doing like 3 different things every day, but it's still work. So when something cancels, or when I find myself with this amount of time, I call them potato days, and it's just where I'm a couch potato, or I don't put on pants or whatever, and I binge stuff. So Bosch, I did that way. Sneaky Pete, both seasons, highly recommend. Great British Baking Show, I will say I did binge it, but there's so many seasons of that it was more like I would do it more like Jenny, taking a lot at a time and then move, and then I wait until the next potato day. Also Ozarks and Haunting of Hill House.
Are you making a list? Are you writing?
I had that. Now what I'm on is, and I'm not binging it, but I'm late to the party, is This Is Us.
Okay. I've heard really good things about that.
The thing I like about it is it's so sweet. It's just these people who are like really trying their hardest to like show the correct version of love to each other, and they really do care about and love each other, but they're all flawed in their own ways, and it's so cute. And at the end of the day, they're just family, and they're just sweet,
I don't know anything about that.
Pretty cute.
I've heard amazing things, but
I would call it cute. The writing is really good because it tears you up, but it is a little Hallmarky. That's the only thing. But I don't care.
Jenny loves that stuff.
I went through the whole Christmas season last year, and I kind of went off Hallmark movies.
Ooh, she got too much. Do they play the sappy music when there's like a really sweet moment happening?
Is it an after-school special? So we learn lessons.
It's more real than that. So it's not so saccharine that you're like, geez, but it is just
good word.
That was a good word.
It's just so sweet and cute and good. It's just good and whole.
It's less Full Housey. Full House though.
They're not trying to be funny. Like,
step back.
Like, here's a joke, okay? and it's just like good scenes, where you actually, not that you don't care about those characters, but they're all good scenes, and the comedy, if there is, the lightheartedness comes from just trying and failing to do your best. It's great.
Aww. And Jess is in it from Gilmore Girls, which is a great segue, because if we're talking about binging shows, the only shows I've ever binged that come to mind are shows I've already watched.
Friends, The Office, Gilmore Girls.
Yep.
Close. Friends, Gilmore Girls, Mad Men.
Wow.
I thought The Office.
No, I never actually watched all of The Office. I rewatch clips of The Office on YouTube constantly, but not like the full episodes. And I actually proposed that to Maxie, and he said that he can't watch The Office because it's too cringy. So we're not. Yeah.
I also.
He doesn't like Michael Scott.
He can't deal with the uncomfortableness. It's too uncomfortable. Yeah.
That's too good.
Yeah.
I love that.
But one show that I guess we binge watch for us is, so we eat lunch together every day, and so there's like 30 minutes where we'll watch a TV show, and the show that we
Angela, that's so cute.
Yeah, and we eat the same thing every single day.
That's less cute.
That's less cute. What do you eat?
A crispy chicken salad.
Oh, that sounds pretty good though.
Oh, I take it back. It's cute. It's cute again.
It's hard to find somewhat healthy food in BA, so we buy those and then we cut up tomatoes and onions and put them in there.
You buy the crispy chicken?
The crispy chicken and the lettuce.
Where do you get crispy?
There's a place that has Caesar salads, and it's crispy chicken, lettuce, and cheese. And I take out the cheese and add tomatoes and onions. It's not important. So anyway, the show that we've been watching is Jerry Seinfeld's Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. Do you guys know that show?
Yes.
I remember you mentioning it.
Oh, we love that show. It's Jerry Seinfeld is such a goober. But I really like the show.
He's such a goober.
I do not like his comedy.
So hang on. He, as a host of the show, he's like a big old dork, but like it's him just talking comedy with other comedians, which, as they're drinking coffee and in cool cars. I mean, that's the entire show. But anyway, it's just like relaxing, and I love listening to people talk, and it's, people have interesting thoughts in lives. But it's actually funny. Amanda, did you see the Jerry Seinfeld special that most recently came out, where he basically just retold old jokes? Like, it was no new material, and it was really cringy, honestly. Like, he hadn't updated any of the jokes, and the comedy that was so big in the 80s and 90s, like, just didn't hit now, because for comedians now, you kind of have to dig a little bit deeper and get more creative, I would argue, and get a little bit more authentic than kind of my socks don't match in the dryer. Like, that was one of his big bits. Yeah. And so it's like, oh man, no, you got to go down and deep about thoughts and emotions and self-hatred and loathing and family problems if you want to get some laughs up in here. You know what I'm saying?
That's so funny.
Huh.
In answer to your question, no, I did not watch that special.
You're not a big Seinfeld.
Neither did you. Didn't ask me,
No.
but I didn't watch it either.
I'm pretty sure I just said I don't like Jerry Seinfeld.
No, I mean, but is that where you saw him and formed your opinion that you don't like him?
No, there are many other places.
Yeah,
you don't like him
appears...
either?
Oh, is it because of the Bee movie?
Oh my gosh, the Bee movie! I forgot about that.
I never saw that.
I saw
half
the
of it.
Starting bit of it. The boys actually, I think, watched it.
Cannot.
Wow, no Jerry Seinfeld fans. All right.
I like Jerry Seinfeld. I guess for context for our viewers, we were a Frasier family. We never watched Seinfeld.
That's right.
We only watched.
We love ourselves some Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah, that is true. Maybe that does have something to do with it.
And we never even ventured further back on Cheers, but I think Dad and Mom like Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Like late night when it would come on.
But I don't know why we never watched Seinfeld. Even out here, people are like, that is a staple of comedy. What are you doing not having watched Seinfeld?
Even in Argentina, it's a staple of comedy. Like,
yeah.
Cool.
But anyway, we've got some work to do. But if you want to tell us, listeners, what you have binged in the past, that would be amazing. And also shout out some recommendations based on, you have a little bit of insight as to what each one of our fandoms are. So if you want to curate any recommendations at all, or even just stuff that you enjoy, we would love to hear from you. You can do that by tweeting at us, as well as your questions, at Twin Sister Pod with the hashtags TSTS and Twin Sister. Use both of them, or email us, which is my favorite way of communicating, twinsister@gmail.com. The podcast is edited by Amanda Vorpahl, as it turns out, and the mixing, well, not the mixing so much anymore, but the theme music is definitely by Maxime Morales. He's an amazing musician, music producer, and YouTuber. He's on YouTube at Batata Bionica. So leave us a review if you care to on Apple Podcasts, and please share it with your friends on any social media outlet of your choice. It really helps us out, and we are down to get some more listeners. Look, we're past the Jenny.
Yeah, celebration.
What? This is episode 53. You got your goal.
We did it.
Oh Yeah, we did it.
We're waiting for 52, and now we're at 53.
We did it in one annual year. Isn't that incredible?
No, it did not happen.
We did not do that in one annual year.
Yeah, but anyway, we're celebrating
annual year.
And worth mentioning, but with that, we're out of here. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody. I love you guys.